So, GMMTV 2026. How are we doing? Who else watched the whole 10 hour or so live just for the BL shows? Who needs 30 plus new shows when they haven't even released a few from last year's lineup? So, are these new shows from GMMTV 2026 coming to come out in, I don't know, 2060 or something? Who the fucking knows at this point? And not even 3 days, not even a week after the announcement, so one of them is already canceled. That being Replay, the one with Joss Gawin, Tainu, and Pond Puin, I think, if I remember correctly, because of not being allowed to be monetized. I got a lot of other things that I wanted to say about that topic. That especially being nowadays, we are getting a lot of fan fiction works that are being traditionally published, and there's a lot of conversation about it. So I'll do that in another video. Not on this one, because as you can tell, I couldn't even string a coherent sentence right now. I have a headache. I have clogged nose. I feel sick. I just have the flu. So I figured, why not just go through or each BL trailers and rank them? I just finished watching 2 episodes of Heated Rivalry, which I shouldn't have, being as sick I feel right now because my head is just pounding after that 2 fucking episodes. Comment down below if you've watched it. And they really need to release this internationally, not just in Canada, US, and Australia. Because fucking hell, that first 2 episode, it just that first 2 episode just broke any expectations that I have for this show. Adaptations in general are not really great compared to their source materials. There's just a lot of magic that they really couldn't capture on screen from a book. But damn was that good. So I'm not going to include any straight shows, GL shows. I could not care less for them. I'm going to include a couple of bromance, or at least one bromance I think that I'm really interested in. And you already know which one is that. So let's start off with Mr. KL. Finally, Do and T are going to be together, even though it's not a BL. And I know a lot of people are just going to be shouting from the rooftops about queer baiting. They're great on screen. I know they're good friends, and a lot of people, a lot of fans have been asking for them to be together in some shows, and I think GMMTV is just dipping to this ship for now. Overall, the Mr. Kill trailer is not really that new, that amazing. It's okay. Mostly, I think the people are excited about it, or the people who wants to see Do and T together. And for now we're going to get it a B maybe. The next one is, actually, I'm not going to rank Arrest and Action. I'm not really a fan of Sky Nanny. I did watch High School Frenemy, and I've got a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts when it comes to that type of bromance that's bordering on romantic. But one of my online friends kindly pointed out that queer platonic relationship are valid relationships. And yes, sure, I understand that. And I just don't think GMMTV is that smart to think that High School Frenemy is a queer platonic representation. Mostly they're just queer baiting, and we all know it. Next up is Jimmy C's I Will Always Save You. How do we feel about Jimmy C in a pseudo action? romance. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it fits them per se, and that's just the basing on the trailer, of course, which really did not give us much other than the fact that it does not fucking make sense. C's character is supposed to be hiding, and then he turns out to ended up becoming a pop star or a country star. I forgot how that's going to plot out for the whole show. I don't know. It's just not a very interesting plot for me, but that's me because I'm not really much into that kind of action. I want my action, outright action, and not much romance in it. But I love Jimmy C. Similar to I love to see Do and T together. I think Jimmy C is going to serve at least in the chemistry department, even if see. We'll see. I'm sure it's going to be good, or at least it's going to be watchable. Next up, the Invisible Dragon. There's a lot of good things going for this one. First, it's first and Kaotong, and they always serve. We're not going to be talking about the fact that is the heart killers that is such a letdown for them. But that's not their problem. It's more of an issue with the direction and the writing, which unfortunately let them down. That being said, this looks good from the trailer. I just don't think there's much that they gave us plot wise. I still don't understand if this is going to be fantasy show or if the dragon and the other animals that they've mentioned are just representation of the different dance groups or dance troops. Other than showing us Bright and First and Kautong's dynamic, there's really not much that was given there. And I didn't really know until this point what the theme is going to be about. Just to put it out there, I don't think I've seen any of the source material of any of these shows. I don't really read Thai novels, especially if they don't have any English translation or official English translation. It's going to be hard to get my hands on them. That being said, at least I'm hoping the trailer will give me the sense of whether it is or it's not a fantasy show. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it. I'm getting shifter tropes in this, shapeshifter tropes, with how they're using the different animals, the dragon, the lion, the tiger. The swan, I think, was also mentioned. But other than that, there's really not much sense given from the trailer. So I'm not really interested, other than the fact that it's first in Kautong and I would love to see Bright from a GMMTV show. But for now, I think I'm going to give it a C. It's not really a priority to watch it. Next up is Unlucky Babe. How are we feeling about Mac? Is that his name? The guy from Addicted Thailand. New partner, new company. The whole thing's not very interesting. Mainly probably because I don't see much chemistry with Mac and his new partner. But they're new and it's such a short trailer to judge from that. But that being said, there's a lot of other partners, on-screen partners that we've seen in such short clips that we automatically latch onto. It's unfortunately not one of them. I like the premise of the show, but I it's not very interesting. How we feeling about Cupid's Ghost? I absolutely love the trailer for this. Mostly because we know that Earth and Mix are great together. But I did not actually watch Osan's Love, mostly because I don't like the story of Osan's Love. I would have loved to see Earth and Mix in a totally different dynamic, but I was just hoping it's not Osan's Love because I could not care less for that storyline. That being said, I am so glad that they have this show. Cupid's Ghost really looks fun for the two of them. We still get that usual stoic Earth character. But I love that Mix looks so playful in this one. Not to mention that we're going to see Poon and together as a new couple if this comes out before their other stuff. But wait, I think they're the scammer one is going to come out before this. Either way, it's mostly because obsessed with Ghost. As I've mentioned before, I love ghost stories. So a fun comedic take on the seeing a ghost story is going to be really fun for Earth and Mix. I'll put that. Is that an A? Is that A worthy? I think it's A worthy. So let's put it an A. I really like that one. Next, my absolute favorite couple. I think I've posted about this the moment that Jung Dunk came on the screen with this series. I said, okay, enough is enough. We're leaving. We can go ahead and wrap up. We don't need any other series because anything with Jung Dunk on it, I'm going to be eating that up. Doesn't matter how trash it is or what garbage script they got, I'm going to be there and watching it. So I fucking love the dynamic of Jung going after Dunk and Dunk being the not so into Jung's character. That's that dynamic works for them so much, and I fucking love that. They're going to do that here on this new show. What else can I say? And yeah, that's definitely very biased for me that I'm putting that on S tier. Like I said, anything that has Jung Dunk on it, it's going to be at the top of my list. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter that it's a garbage script. It's an old trope. It doesn't matter. It's Jung Dunk. That's what you're going to get, and that's all you really need when it comes to this show. I'm just saying. I'm a big fan, just in case you didn't notice. Okay, next up. This one I'm looking forward so much, mostly because the idea of the idea word is so hard. The idea, the general idea of 17th spring is so interesting. The last time that we have HIV storyline in BL was Love in the Big City, and how that affects a lot of Young's relationship. But Young is an adult, so it's going to be very interesting how they take this storyline with someone so young. I forgot the name of the I forgot the name of the characters, and I forgot the name of the actors. I'm so sorry. I only know Jung Dunk. Going back, I'm interested more so with how they're going to take the story and if they're going to do justice to the storyline. I'm not sure if this is from a novel and how the novel takes the storytelling of such a sensitive topic, but I love that they are putting it out there with someone so young. That's obviously targeted to a younger audience. There's a lot of ways that this storytelling can go so wrong. And I am at the edge of my seat waiting for that. Not for them to fail. That came out so wrong. I'm not holding my breath for GMMTV to fail. I'm just saying that there's a lot of ways that they can fuck up the storytelling of 17th Spring. And that being said, I'm hoping that they'll be able to do justice to the storyline. I am sad for this one. Whether or not it's going to be S tier after the show is the question. But for now, that's on top of my list for one of the things that I am so looking forward to. We'll see. Hopefully, they do it the right way. But you can never know with GMMTV, you know? Okay, next. Next is Plan to or Plan B to You. Oh, Plan B to You is a Bon Prem show. How you feeling about them, especially after Between Us and then Revamp? They don't really have luck when it comes to script for some reason. Because Between Us, for all the anticipation that a lot of people and a lot of fans has had for it, it wasn't really great and not really well acted, especially after Until We Meet Again was such a great show. It has its moments, not gonna lie. I hate the silence between dialogues. Kills me every time. But that being said, Until We Meet Again have a very special theme to it that carried it through those difficult scenes of the show of reincarnation and destiny. When Between Us came out, it has the same directing style. It has the same directing style and scripting. Unfortunately, it's not really the best type of style. And Between Us does not have that whimsical tragedy that Until We Meet Again has. And then we have Revamp, that was originally marketed as this dark vampire romance and came out to be a bit comedic. Um, Not to mention the script is not great. There's a couple of really good characters like Barcode's character and Mark's character. They're definitely interesting in the moment. But other than that, Bon and Prem is not really great in those two shows that they have. So I'm not really looking forward to this one. I love them as a couple. They really have good chemistry. They bounce off each other really well on the screen. I just don't think that they've found the right script for them to shine. And maybe this rom-com type show will be better for them. We'll see. But it doesn't really look great, is it? I'm on the fence because we've given them a couple of times already, a couple of chances. We've loved them so much in Until We Meet Again, and we were looking, or I was looking forward to seeing them in their own show, but it has not been great, unfortunately. Okay, moving on. Um, Roommate Chaos. Not many people in my friendship group are looking forward to this one. Um, Mainly because it's your usual uni ensemble kind of deal that we've seen with We Are, we've seen with Perfect Ten Liners. And not everyone is looking forward for and Mark to be together again, especially after the dentist's show that they had. I didn't even watch that, even though I was still looking forward to it from the last lineup that they did because we love a new pairing. But I understand that the script's not great. But this looks really good, if I'm being honest. I love a friendship group. We haven't had them for since Perfect Ten Liners, and then we have Forever You coming in. I know it's not GMMTV, but it's a uni ensemble kind of deal. I have hopes for this. Okay, I have hopes for and Mark to redeem themselves this year or next year or before 2060, whenever the hell this is going to come out. Okay, next up is When Oranges Fall. First, it's another fucking high school BL shows. Do we really need another one? Especially if it doesn't have anything new that it's going to give. No, nobody needs another high school BL. Another, I don't really know the couple that's in the show. I don't think I've seen them before. Or if I've seen them, they did not give much impact for me to remember them. So I'm not really looking forward to this one. I don't think I'm going to watch it unless something dramatic happens in the show. Um so once it comes out, if anything really great was said about it, I don't think that I'm going to ever be watching that one. Next, oh, I'm so looking forward to this one. Gunshot. I fucking love Gun in this kind of shows where he's not in high school, he's not in uni. These unconventional characters that he's going for recently is so good. He's in his element this last couple of years. And that fucking last year, because we're not going to be talking about that chef one as well as the trainee, because I still have issues about those two shows. Burnout Syndrome, and then we're looking forward to this one, and then the Leap Day. Gun is just in his element with this very unconventional storyline and unconventional characters. I fucking love this trailer. I am so looking forward to it. I'm sad. Give this to me next year, please. I know a lot of people are tired of Off Gun, but so far they're fucking killing it with the shows that they have lined up, especially Gun. Like what a year for Gun, right? And yes, that's going to be on the S tier. The Good Boy series. Is this the time travel one, right? If I remember correctly, where they are supposed to be Tay knew in the future and knew came back to the past after an accident. I know it's a high school BL, but it got a twist to it, and I love time travel, body displacement, soul swap, whatever. I fucking love that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm probably going to put it at A. Lovers and Gangsters. I'm first to say that I always shit on Book. I don't really like his shows. It's nothing against him or Force. I just don't really jive with a lot of their shows. I guess other than Perfect Ten Liners, I do really like them in Perfect Ten Liners. Could not care less about them in Only Friends. I skip their scenes a lot if I can get away with it. This one looks so hot. I fucking love them in this trailer, and I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm going to be waiting for it. No one needs to force me to watch Book in this series. I am going to watch it. Not to mention Great and Bright being together in the show, and I know a lot of people are, well, not a lot of people, some people are already yapping about Great being partnered with Bright, them being quote unquote both tops, like this that matters in in the grand scheme of things. As long as they're fucking, who fucking cares who's on top? Okay, they look hot together, especially all bloody and sweaty. So I am there. I see the vision and I am sad for it. I'm going to put it on A though. Should I put it on S tier? Uh, yeah, let's put it at A. Um, Not only is there's going to be a new ship here. Um, well, oh fine. Let's put it at S tier. It's really good. And that's saying something because I don't like action BLs. Not that I don't like them, I just need them in a very particular theme, if you know what I mean. In Porsche. You know. Next, 21. Junior and Mark's first lead. Everyone in my friendship group was ranking their favorite trailers, and everyone was putting this in their top 5 of top 10. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember which one is 21 because we have 30 plus shows, you know? Um, but then I remember that it's Junior and Mark, and then, yeah, I guess that's the reason why I don't remember it. I don't really jive with them. They are not my ship. I don't really like them in Cherry Magic. I love Mark in Revamp, as well as Star and Sky when he was with Mech, I think is his name. Tong from My Stand In. And I like Junior, but I don't really feel them together. Or maybe I just haven't seen them in a show that I like, and it's not really about them as a couple. Them having a guitar on the show really does not give me much hope that it is going to be a good show. I just don't like guitars in BL shows. It's so overdone. Next one. Um, my professional boyfriend. Another couple I don't jive with. I like Winnie and Satang on their own in a lot of their previous shows. My school president, as well as We Are. I love them in a friendship group. I absolutely adore Satang and We Are. But them together, I just don't see the vision. I'm sorry. So unless something drastic is done in the show, I'm probably not going to be watching that one as well. Give me Win and Satang, or Winnie and Satang, and a friendship ensemble, maybe a We Are part two. And I'm definitely going to be there, sat and watching them as friends, not as a couple. Next one. Oh my fucking god. Kiss Me Remember? You don't know how much I screamed the moment Barcode pushed Kin against the wall. That made my day. That made the fucking 7 hour, 10 hour live stream, whatever, how long the hell this fucking GMMTV show, GMMTV live was, made it worth it to see Barcode with a different partner. Him taking a dominant role, I'm here for it. Give it to me. And I love Kin in Hidden Moon. Hidden Moon is one of my favorite show from last year. So that will be a B. Because I love them individually. Um I just don't I just don't see them in a couple yet. Next one. Billionaire Biker. First lead for Awen Boom. I would have loved to see Boom in a sassy, dominant character like he was in VR. That being said, I'm happy that they are going to be leading their own show now. It's been years, fucking hell. A lot of people have been waiting for them to have their own show and stop being side characters to who knows who. This is another couple I don't jive with. Like, I like them as individual actors, definitely love Ao with Chris in Be My Favorite, and I absolutely appreciate them in We Are. They're not my couple, but I will be watching because a lot of people will be watching, and I'm not going to hear the end of it if I don't watch it. You know who you are. You know who I'm referring to. There's a couple of people who's not going to shut up about this show, so I have to watch it. Kristen Singto's new show, Write You Again. Someone asked, are we going to have a string of second chances romance for them from here on out? Because this is basically X Morning, um, with a more dramatic twist to it. We would have loved to see them in a meet cute of them having been together before breaking up. I don't know if they are being typecast or whatnot, but it's just so funny that this is now the shows that they're in. Um it looks promising, and I love Kristen Singto. I will watch them in anything. Am I going to be disappointed again in this one? Probably. It really depends on the script. Kristen Singto can act. So um I'm going to put it to B. Mainly because it's Kristen Singto and doesn't have anything to do with the plot of the show. I would love to have them in a meet cute romance. I've been talking about how it's such a disappointing comeback for them. But we'll see. Maybe this is the one that makes it. Next one. Weird 101. Um, I don't even remember what this show is about, to be honest. Let me hold on. Let me just watch it again real quick. Bear with me. Okay. After watching, never mind. It's just another high school BL. I didn't really enjoy My Boo. Well, not that I did not enjoy it. It just did not leave a lasting impact after a few minutes of watching it. I already forgotten about it. I actually forgot that I've watched it and did not finish it. So that should tell you how much I love the couple and their shows, and I think I'm going to check head to head, see what that is about. It seems like it's a better dynamic than My Boo. But for this one, I don't know. I'm definitely not going to be watching it for the plot, and I'm definitely not going to be watching it for the couple. So unless something really great was said about the show once it's out, then I'm probably not going to be watching it. Next, match play. Things come back to BL with a new partner. How are you feeling about it? I love Mean Ping. I actually watch all of their shows, so I know it's trash. I don't think they've ever been in a good show, to be honest. But I love Mean and Ping together. So I think I'm biased by saying that I don't really feel this show and I don't really jive with him and his new partner. Is it just me or this is a Bad Buddy ripoff? Because it's basically Bad Buddy, but instead of soccer and music, it's tennis. So I don't know about you, but it doesn't seem like it's going to offer anything new other than the new couple. And I'm not really into badminton. Is that badminton or tennis? I'm pretty sure it's tennis. So like I said, unless anything great was said about the show once it's out, I'm probably not going to be watching it. Mainly, I'm just salty that me and Ping is not a thing anymore. Next up, You Maniac. I know. I was going crazy about this show. The moment this trailer came out, everyone cannot stop talking about it. Like it's the second coming or something. That being said, I can understand why. Mainly because I appreciate that Est's character actually have a personality and a presence in the show. It's fucking tempo. is so bland. And before you come after me, I love the show as a whole. I really enjoyed it. Especially, I really enjoyed shitting on it. That being said, Tem and Po are the one of the most boring characters I've ever seen. Not to mention that I would have appreciated if this show is about Po and June. But that's just me. I'm biased. I love June. June's character in Tempo. That being said, I really like this trailer. I love that they are so different from Tempo. And I love that they are exploring different genres and different theme, and they are not being typecast into just William being some kind of idol or some popular guy falling in love with an ordinary guy. Happens a lot when it comes to idol BLs. Not to mention fucking Barcode and Kim. So it has everything I would love to see with Est and William. Or William and Est. I don't care. I don't really care who tops and bottoms, guys. It's not a big deal. Everyone can be fucking verse for all I care. That's definitely going to be an SD. So I fucking love that. Not only do I love that for them, because these are such mature characters, I love that for us that we are seeing more of William outside of Tempo and outside of him being an idol. Next, are we going to even talk about replay? It's been scrubbed from existence. It's not even in the GMMTV YouTube anymore. Because they've canceled it. First, I don't really jive with Jawi. I don't really jive with Joss and Gavin. That's the new couple name, Jawin. I don't really jive with Joss and Gavin. I don't really see the chemistry with them, but I would have loved to see Tae New and Pond and Puin in another show. And it sounds like a very interesting dynamic as well, especially after reset. Time travel is a really great theme to explore because you can do so much with it. We're not getting it because it's canceled. Hopefully they give us another show with these couples. Um is that everything? I think I'm missing something. Oh, okay. Spooky Tale Love. Spooky Love Tale. Spooky Love Tale. Earth and Santa. I love ghost stories, like I said. I just don't think I care much about the storyline of this show. And I love Perth and Santa together. I'm looking forward to their next show, the teacher one. This show just pales in comparison to Cupid's Ghost. I'm just saying. Especially if they are going for that light-hearted comedic ghost story style. Cupid Ghost is the one who nailed it. Like I'm probably going to end up watching it, like a lot of you guys, because it's Perth Santa. But I don't really have much expectation on it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be revolutionary or whatnot. Bef- and that's everything. I think that's the last. That's just an anticlimactic last show to talk about, especially after you Maniac. Anyways, so that's the lineup that I'm looking forward to so much. The one with Jung Dunk, 17th Spring, Gunshot with Off Gun, the new one for Force and Book, and Great and Bright, You Maniac from William and Nest, Cupid's Ghost from Earth and Mix, and the High School BL, the Good Boy series, I think. I can see that. I can't fucking see that. That's so small. And then the rest of it, they're just kind of meh. We'll see how they are. But so far, from the trailer, those are the seven I'm looking forward to. But before we go, can we talk about high and low? Born to be High. Can we talk about the fact that this show is just a Zombivore ripoff? This is if Zombivore and High School Frenemy have a baby. I know it's based on another show, but it's pretty obvious what they are going for. It feels like a joke. I'm sorry. It looks good, but coming after Zombivore, it's just. Are you fucking kidding me? The vibe of it and the fact that it's such an ensemble of cast shows what they're going for. And I am not here for it. I'm sorry. So yeah, no, I don't think I'll be watching that unless something dramatic happens with the show. I'll just watch the original one. I think that's about it. That's enough yapping for me. I don't have a script, just in case you didn't see. I just sat, turned on the mic, and started yapping. So tell me down below what you think about the GMMTV 2026 trailers and if you think they're going to come out before 2060 or maybe 2065. Who the fucking knows when the shows are coming out? 30 plus shows. I think 33, 32 without replay. That's a lot of shows to come out for 2026 to 2027. I don't think how they're going to do that. But we'll see. Hopefully some of them happens before 2090, I think. Okay, that's enough yapping. I need to just lay down and decompress after heated rivalry. I need to calm down and I need to figure out how I'm going to buy or obtain a Russian hockey player. Someone said I should message Putin. I need an Ilya to go, please, or a Scott Hunter to go. Please, thank you. That's enough yapping for me. My name is Nemogasa. I do reviews and commentaries. I've got a lot of videos that you can go through. Check out my other reviews. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like this video, share it with someone else, and waste their time too. Drink your water, stay hydrated. Bye bye.